U.S. cities experiencing influx of new residents. Bed bugs. Everything is on the up and up in the U.S. You can't deny that. The numbers coming out of the bed bug sector are especially strong and should continue to climb. Baltimore has ranked number 1 on Orkin's annual Top 50 Bed Bug Cities list for a second straight year. Baltimore was followed by Washington, Chicago, Los Angeles, and Columbus. Bed bug numbers were reduced after World War II, but have since made a comeback due to increased traveling, regulatory restrictions on insecticides such as DDT, and tolerance to organic pesticides. One research firm found that the bed bug control industry was worth around $611.2 million in 2016, with some analysts estimating industry revenue could hit $1 billion in 5 years. According to one report, hotels spend on average $6,383 per bed bug incident, which includes the replacement cost for soft goods, treatment, and lost business. Sorry to bug you, but keep watching. Just call a professional. This is what happens when you mix alcohol, fire, bed bugs, and a multifamily unit. An unidentified woman reportedly thought it was wise to try and exterminate bed bugs with alcohol near an open flame last Friday night in Cincinnati. The blaze put 3 people in hospital and displaced 10 residents from the building. Total damage for the fire was reported to be almost $250,000. Building resident Cameron Leitch live-streamed the blaze on Facebook. He said he and his 2 brothers lost everything. Reportedly, this is the second time in 2 weeks that a Cincinnati residence has gone up in flames while someone was trying to kill bed bugs. Local Fire Chief Randy Friel gave profound advice for dealing with bed bugs, and that's get a professional. Study shows 76% drop in flying bug populations. Bugs, while icky, are critical to nature, and new research indicates they might be in decline. The research looked at the biomass of flying insects inside 63 German nature reserves. It found that between 1989 and 2016, the reserve's total flying insect population had declined by an average of 76%. The cause of the massive drop is unclear, but the fact the insects vanished at such a high rate has scientists concerned. The researchers say their findings could be representative of other areas around the world. Nature needs bugs, and we need nature. And if there's no nature, well, the planet becomes Mars 2.0.
Caterpillars could save the planet from plastic trash. After years of trying to find a way to get rid of plastic waste, scientists may have finally found a solution, courtesy of a drab little bug. Wax moth caterpillars that typically eat beeswax in hives have been found to also be capable of degrading plastic. Polyethylene is one of the most commonly used plastics, with strong carbon-to-carbon bonds that render it resistant to degradation. However, waxworms are able to make holes in a polyethylene bag in just 40 minutes, eventually eating through most of it in just a few hours. Researchers suspect bacteria in the guts of the worms are responsible for digesting the plastic and breaking it down into ethylene glycol, an organic compound. Scientists want to study the chemical process that allows polyethylene to be degraded and maybe adapted into a solution for managing the world's plastic waste.
This'll make your skin crawl. Periplanta americana, the American cockroach. These pests can be found in sewers, walls, beds, floors, cereals, and all sorts of nooks and crannies. And going by a video from electronic repair experts Tronics Fix, they also nest inside PlayStation 4s. According to Gizmodo, who spoke to several repairmen about the problem, it's more common than you'd expect. And before all you PS4 haters begin your trolling, it's worth mentioning cockroaches have been found in other consoles as well, okay? But the PS4 is apparently choice accommodation, as the vents are ideally located for the bugs to come and go as they please. The power supply is warm enough to keep the bugs feeling toasty. They do eventually get zapped by the inner workings of Sony's console, but then their corpses and poop melt into the hardware. Apparently, the roaches nest, grow up, poop, mate, have babies, which then themselves all grow up and mate and have babies and poop. And this insect orgy, poop and death cycle goes on and on until your PS4 just can't take the horror anymore and taps out. What's worse is that Sony reportedly won't repair bug-ridden PS4s, but several independent repairmen like Tronics Fix will.